We want truth and justice.
So it's funny because different truck, the other truck I had was 13. And it was over.
That's why you gotta say no to crack. Listen to that junkie.
Taking the wrong crack to that fucking MO. Well, that's all it is.
You see that? Even that driver knows that crack is fucking Richie up.
Lord have mercy.
See, I'm glad that driver recognized that crack is fucking Richie up.
He's saying that about you. Fucking
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad the driver realized that. He recognizes that.
saying that about you. Post the video. He's saying that about you.
He's saying it about you because you're the only junkie crackhead out here. You don't see no one calling me that. See, everyone references you as a crackhead because they know you're a junkie. Pay attention.
And I'll get back to you. Come in the other day, you know.
Pistol grip, pistol whipped is a crackhead junkie. He'll be back. He's gonna go smoke some crack. He'll be back in a half hour.
Be aware, as you approach the tunnel, you will encounter an overhyped condition. Maximum height clearance.
Be aware. You approach Utica to Winthrop. You'll be approaching a crackhead. Be aware. Take precautions.
You know that shit. Hi, brother. You have a super fine day. It was great talking to you, man.
Like I said, just say no to crack and you'll never be whack.
I do. Taino, be safe, man. I'll catch you later.
Just say no to drugs and you'll be alright.
Oh, you fuck bastard. Good job.
Nothing like a good cup of Java.
Attention, this is the MTA.
See, that's what gets me up in the morning. A nice cup of Java. Richie, he has to get that needle ready, that glass pipe, and he does his thing. See, I just love coffee, man. That's all. That's the only thing I put in my body is coffee. And quality at that. Quality coffee. Not that cat piss that Richie drinks. I told you I'm going to make this channel great again. Didn't I tell you that? I'm going to make 19 great again. I guarantee. Oh shit, it's going to be 80 today. You know, cracky's going to be smelling like deep ass crack today.
What are you talking about?
80 degrees today. Richie 127, the crackhead, is going to smell like deep ass crack. You know what's hysterical when he's bragging? He's pounding his chest about some video about pertaining to RM Italy. Who would post a video on their website, or how can I say associate that video if you're RM Italy? Think about it. Reference it and look at it. And who would use the power meter in their amplifier to output the first of all, that's inaccurate, number one. Number two, you're not using a dummy load. You're using an antenna. That's number two. Those are two wrongs he did right there. He's trying to claim that RM Electronics is utilizing his video as free advertisement, which they may or may not be. Well, that's irrelevant. I doubt very much they are, because of the way he's displaying his output level of that amplifier through his larger amp, the AL 60B. So just you got to pay attention, man. You got to see how much of an incompetent junkie that he is, where he doesn't even have accurate means to display his RF levels. He has to use crackhead methods. So just you pay attention and you'll see what I'm talking about. People are laughing at him from CB shops all around the country. So look at his junkie. He's using his AL80B to reference his power levels from his 2-pill from Italy, the RM, the 5405, And it's a shame that he actually pounds his chest thinking that he's getting some kind of credibility from this company. It's a shame. It really is. How cracked up and delusional that he is, that he would actually think that RM is praising him for spectacular video that he claims, of course in his own mind. Pay attention.
Maximum height clearance. And then seek alternate routes.
No one's saying it's not your video, junkie. Obviously you don't listen to what I say. You speak without thinking. That's your problem. That's the problem with junkies. Their mouth is engaged before their brain. But anyway, like I said, the way you displayed your power levels, you don't use an amplifier's watt meter to display the input of an amplifier prior to going into that. See, people that see, you know what it is. This crackhead gets away with it because there's sorry victims out there like Pedro that don't know any better, that don't have a clue about the industry, this hobby, and about radio communication in general. So of course he's gonna praise Richie. Yeah, that video's hot, man. It just goes to show you. It makes me laugh. And at the same time, it really saddens me where you have an individual that's suffering from extreme psychosis and an extreme drug abuse, that he's actually out here praising himself, pouncing his chest. And you got clowns out here like number 4 pickup truck and the other junkie. I wouldn't call him he is a junkie. 206. Number 4 is not a junkie. He's just a retard. He has, he's one of those inbreeds. But, it is what it is, man. Like I said, you pay attention to this video and you'll see what time it is. Anyway, let me go get another cup of job. I'll be right back. That's why I'm the enforcer, provider of truth and justice. The only way I know how to do it, the American way. And I'm back quiet.
Does anybody know who's talking to quiet? The video.
The tunnel, you will encounter an overheight condition.
This should be proof that you bring your radio to an incompetent nitwit like 127 that uses the power meter in his larger amplifiers AL80B as a reference source. I mean, he has no test equipment, and your retards that go to him think he's doing a good job on your radio. When we all know he's not. The guy's sound off frequency, low audio, and this is a man that doesn't even possess a real laboratory grade RF device for monitoring RF power, RF energy. He uses the power meter in his Ameritron. Oh God, I thought I saw everything. That's poor. That's what you call junkieism. That's what I've been telling that crackhead. Get a job, man. Stop living off my tax dollar.
Okay, roll over at your 20, man. We got
That's the problem. People like that, they don't want to work. They just want to smoke crack and get high all day.
a video gate out here in the tri-state area.
You got to remember, as long as you enable him, as long as you put a battery on his back, he's going to keep on with his rhetoric out here. I said you got to push on him. Show up at the Barclay. Come on, everyone. Show up at the Barclay, Richie. Show up at the Barclay. Meet in Foster so they could give you that video. You want to see the video, you got to tell him. Show up at the Barclay. Push on him. This all can end.
Beware, as you approach the tunnel,
you got to tell Richie, show up at the Barclay, and I'll definitely hand him the video on camera. You got to push on him.
Radio check.
Your radio's working.
Yeah, 10-4, appreciate it.
No problem.
Long Island City there, Roger.
Roger that. You got the enforcer 250, the big boss with the hot sauce, the man with the master plan.
What's going on, 250?
Everything's fine, brother. Everything's good.
Damn good deal. They call me Fox Hunter. Fox Hunter working this old dog what diesel wagon there, Hello? Yeah, I got it.
Roger that, Fox on it. Sounded good on my radio.
Hello. Oh, wait a roadmaster hear about this woman. Good morning, on the whole country. Hey, Trent, I'm going to tell roadmaster his tag is slumming. Hello, country rabbit. How about that old country rabbit? Can you hear my radio? Hey, country rabbit. Foxy, Foxy, Foxy. Yeah, that's what I'm going to tell roadmaster. Hey, Country Rabbit. Ain't nobody old fox hunter. Long Island City. Ain't trying to get in your radio.
Attention.
Attention. Junkie good to go. Post that video.
Tunnel, you will encounter an overhyped condition.
Let the man talk, Richie. Why you cutting him off? Let the man talk. Yeah, do that.
Attention. This is the MTA, Queens Midtown Tunnel. Be aware, as you approach the tunnel, overhyped condition. Maximum
Oh, now you're using my words. You gotta love it.
vehicles over 12 foot 1 inch must exit in.
Sorry, did I even know homosexual terminology? I said Java, my apology. This couple of Joe was hello, Country Rabbit, say good morning.
Hey, I hear you, Country Rabbit. I hear you, Country Rabbit. Top of the morning to you, brother.
Shit. Good morning, Country Rabbit, AD with the weed. Post the video. Hey, good morning, good morning. I ain't know you hear this old butt on radio. Hey, there your rabbit say, he trying?
Hey, Rabbit, that Mud Duck Radio's talking, Rabbit.
Video, post it.
I hear you, Rabbit. As long as the crackhead don't key up, I hear you.
No doubt, no doubt. I still ain't got through with it yet. Everything ain't set up with it yet. But I'm just trying to do halfway. Halfway. Hey. I'm trying to do halfway with this old butt done radio.
Altai Tunnel.
Fine job you're doing that, Country Rabbit. Fine job you're doing.
Maximum head clearance.
Post the video. We want truth and justice. No doubt, hey, but I gotta finish set my SWR. I gotta make it come down a little bit. I got a 1.5. I don't like that. I gotta bring it back down. Hey. I gotta bring it back down so you can make it work a little better. That's how we do it on the neighborhood Mud Duck Radio. Yes, Mud Duck crew sounding good. Rabbit. Break it.
I hear you, Rabbit. You know it is Enforcer 250. Enforcer 250, my little Barefoot station. I just got down.
Leave and say hello on this old
Approach the tunnel, you will encounter an overhyped condition. Maximum height clearance is 12 foot 1 inch. Vehicles over 12 foot 1 inch must exit and take alternate routes.
Johnny coming to the Bronx. Johnny comes to the Bronx and get a hump on the back.
Hey, I hear you up in the Bronx, man. I hear you up in the Bronx. You sounding good around the lower deck.
Top of the morning, with the wave.
Good morning, brother. Good morning. Hope you stay cool today, man. We're going to have an 80-degree day. Thank God it's a beautiful day and that we all woke up and we can all say that. I got a junkie out there screaming his head off about some kind of video. But, yeah, nevertheless, I'll just key up over him. Just ignore him and he'll go away.
Like, but hey, Rabbit got about a 2-piece, hey. Oh, Rabbit ain't got nothing but a 2-piece. The man of the deep waters, I'm talking shit, Richie. You got a 2-pill, I got 88 watts.
I just got a 5-watt radio, man. I just got me a 5-watt, a 2 swinging a 5. That's all I got, a 5-watt radio.
4-1 to the power mic on this side. Roger.
That's all I got, my brother, 5-watt radio.
Roger, Richie trying to make all that noise. He's still getting crushed by his motherfucker.
Let him know. Let him know what time it is. Enforcer 250 with his little 5-watt radio, and I just got down.
Attention. Be aware, as you approach the tunnel, you will encounter an overhyped condition. Maximum height clearance is 12 foot 1 inch.
Richie, you're getting crushed by the MTA announcement.
Wow, that's sad. Even the MTA announcement's crushing the crackhead. That is funny.
MTA. Crush, Richie, my 4-watt radio. Level up.
Oh shit, your 4-watt radio's crushing, Richie.
They allowed to crush me, that but I ain't so busy. Yeah. I ain't your...
And he's got a big O2 pill, man. He bragging about that RM electronic. He bragging about that RM Italy, the 7405. He bragging about that amplifier, that 2 pill that he's using. He's not barefoot. Pay attention.
Screaming about all
He must be really irate now because I'm putting him on blast about that stupid video that he made, where he actually uses the power meter in his AL80B, a big amplifier. And he's using a power meter as a as a measuring device. That was the biggest joke out here. Let Richie talk. You're crushing him, man. That's with a 4-watt radio. You're killing him. My video will show you that. Just check me out on Enforcer Space 250 on YouTube. Check out this morning's video, and you'll see how your 4 radio crushes his 2-pill.
Maximum height clearance.
Watch with a devil power mic, Richie. Dig that.
You're killing him, man. You're killing him with that 4-watt radio, man. That's embarrassing.
You know he only talks to 20 and better on the radio. He can't do nothing, baby. That's all.
I talk to people who make it over the MTA recording. Pay attention. If you don't make it over the MTA recording, I can't hear you. Not that I don't want to talk to you.
Height clearance.
He'll be back. He's gonna smoke some crack. He'll be back. He'll be back. He's gotta smoke crack.
Hey, I don't know how you hit his radio out like that. Hey, I ain't doing much.
Hey, your radio's working, Rabbit. Hey, Rabbit, Enforcer 250, let you know your radio's working.
Awesome chance of convincing the listeners out here that
Your radio's working, Rabbit. Hey, Rabbit, you know what it is, Enforcer 250, the boss with the hot sauce, the man with the master plan, treetop tall, king of them all. And I just got down. It's just the big boss with the hot sauce laying it down.
get to the job. He probably does that too in the truck when he gets going. Oh, baby, that bear's got to go. That bear's got to go. That's an oversized load. Holy
Can we all get along?
Attention, this is the MTA Queens Midtown Tunnel. Be aware.
Attention, just push on the crackhead. Tell him show up at the Barclay.
Maximum height clearance is 12 foot 1 inch. Vehicles over 12 foot 1 inch must then seek alternate routes.
That's the corniest, most ridiculous video Richie ever made. Using his RM Italy 74, was it the 7405 amplifier into his Ameritron. He's using his Ameritron's watt meter to measure the output. Oh my God, that's the epitome of a junkie right there, man. Guy has no test equipment. He's got to use his amplifier's meter as a reference source. Oh God, pay attention. Then he's pounding his chest like he's doing something, like he's getting paid for some kind of video. See what psychosis and crack can do to you. You can't make that up, man. And the sad part is, it's his own video. It's not me saying it. Just watch his video. How he brags about doing something where he's totally incompetent and totally unable to even measure an amplifier. He has to use a watt meter and another amplifier. Oh God, you can't make this shit up. I thought I saw everything with that junkie.
You know, a big ham, man. I guess they wanted to stress to the world that it is the perfect.
I just thought I saw everything. You see, he's embarrassed right now because I'm putting him on blast. The same way he doesn't go on 37 and 37 minutes into his gate and go, is anybody looking for me? He doesn't do that anymore. Why? Pay attention. Maybe because I exposed him. I wish you would get an amplifier that would actually come over my that MTA recording, man. He doesn't even come over that, man. So you know he's a mother.
Vehicles over 12 foot 1 inch.
That's what I'm saying. Tell him. Let him know, driver.
Audio. Oh, audio. Anybody else copy on my radio?
Your radio's working.
I appreciate it. What my boy? Rabbit.
Hey, Rabbit, how you hear Enforcer? Hey, Rabbit, how you hear the Enforcer in your radio right about now? Am I coming clean? Coming clean in your radio? How about it, Rabbit? You got the Enforcer 250. How am I coming in? Let these boys know all you hear is Enforcer in your radio right about now.
Working this old Delaware diesel wagon.
Just say no to drugs and you'll be all right.
Watch the video. Watch the video. You make you say you got video you ain't got.
Hey, that 2 pills working, man. No doubt about it. Hey, Rabbit, that 2 pills talking. That 2 pills working, Rabbit.
Attention. You will encounter an overhyped condition.
Wow, that MTA recording's taking a crackhead right out, man. That's so funny. Watch my video. You'll see it. I'm not lying. Say, pay attention.
Lord have mercy. Over the interest of
Pay attention.
deliver your truth.
All the truth, just watch my video. Truth at its best, at its finest.
Thing that goes on here. That seems to be
Or you just gotta say no. That's what I deliver. Truth and justice at its best. Pay attention.
baddest radio in New York. I said, baby, we got the baddest radio in New York. And take it over the worldwide. Buddy, but the group 121.
Oh yeah. And they call me a Enforcer 250. And provided truth and justice at its best. Pay attention.
Radio got down.
Making this a junkie free, crackhead free channel. And lion junkie monkey channel free.
Well, you said 121, no country, right?
Oh yeah, just my barefoot radio.
Who are you talking
Barefoot radio. Pay attention.
to? Who's talking? She's really fading away.
Yeah, let him. He'll disappear. He'll get tired after he just smoked his crack. He'll be back. Oh, he's holding Trini's hand now. He's holding Trini's hand. Pay attention. That's why I key up and I erase all the noise. It's like a sponge. I just gotta erase it. You know what I mean?
I'm ghost talking. We're clear.
That's it. I just erase all the irritants. That's why when I key up, all you hear is truth and justice at its finest. Oh, you want to understand? You got to pay attention.
Most of it.
Pay attention, you'll understand what's going on.
Most of it.
That's it. Truth and justice at its best.
Post a video.
Just let them know. Sharp at the Barkley, and truth and justice will be provided. Oh, we got chickens out there. Oh man, there's chickens out there.
Shut. Only chicken.
Feed the chicken. Feed the chicken. Give him some birdseed. What is chickens like? Corn, birdseed. Give him something. He's hungry. Feed the chicken. He's hungry.
Hungry for video. He hungry for truth and justice. Some people they can't get out here.
1 inch.
Tell him, show up at the Barclay. Truth and justice will be provided, along with a piss test.
Out there.
What's going on? Hey, Rabbit. Your buddy, Cracky's trying to plug my ears.
As you approach the tunnel,
That's all he can do is plug ears. He can't key up on no one.
12 foot 1 inch must exit in.
Now that 2 pill he's got RM Italy, that's a real piece of garbage. That amp is no good.
Yeah, really no.
Pay attention.
You do about Richie's app?
Pay attention.
We're paying attention.
Pay attention. What is it? MRF 455 60-watt devices. 60 watts. It's not even equivalent to a 2290. Pay attention.
He's jealous.
It's called knowledge and know-how. That's the difference.
Most of it,
Oh yeah, truth and justice.
they want to see you provide.
Attention.
Oh yeah, the Barclay Center. All the truth and justice will be provided. Push on the junkie. Tell him. Barclay Center. Push on him. You want to see that video? Push on him. Come on, everyone. Push on the junkie. Tell him. Tell him. Barclay Center.
Hey, you promised them you got a video? You told them you're going to deliver it? We want truth and justice. Doing drugs and makes you tell them you got a video you ain't got. Lord have mercy. Is that truth and justice?
Attention. This is the MTA Queens Midtown Tunnel. Be aware, as you approach the tunnel, you will encounter an overheight condition.
Say, yo, man, I got an oxygen tank in my back pocket.
Attention. This is the MTA Tunnel. Be aware, as you approach the tunnel, you will encounter an overhead
Oh yeah, nothing like a good cup of Java.
condition.
You know what I'm saying? They really want to see you with this testimony.
Just tell him, show up at the Barclay. I'll show you the video. He's got to show up. Push on him. Push up on him. Tell him, show up at the Barclay. Meet enforcer.
Hey, I'm not the one that promised them I got a video.
I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden.
Yeah, you finally got my words.
Pay attention.
Smoking your crack? You did. Now post the video.
I said I don't smoke your crack. I don't do any drugs. I keep telling you that. Go ahead. Trina's going to hold your hand. Go ahead, Cracky.
Be careful, watch out for those babies up there.
It's funny how he positions his antenna to hit Richie the best. Unbelievable. Him and his boyfriend, Pedro. He positions his mobile on the water side over there in Bayonne. You got to listen to these clowns out here. Unbelievable.
Yeah, so, you know, like.
Push on him. Push up on him. Tell him, show up at the Barclay. Meet enforcer at the Barclay. Push up on him.
All right, this is getting funny about the moment, man. All right, stay there with you.
Push up on him.
Be like this. It's gonna be like this. It's gonna be like this.
Tell him, show up at the Barclay. Push on the crackhead. Tell the junkie, show up at the Barclay. Push on him. Don't start a fight you can't finish. Oh, there's your boyfriend with the horn. What happened? What happened to Pedro? There he goes with his gay mating call. That's his gay mating call. Pay attention. One guy got the horn, the other guy got the wipeout. Those are gay mating calls. There goes his hand holder right there.
Hey, Trey, I'm gonna step out back and smoke myself a jet.
You say he's going to smoke himself some crack. Pay attention. You heard him?
Father Blow's talking too.
He's going to step back and smoke that pipe. Pay attention. He just said it. why you just gotta say no to drugs, man. But if you want the video, you gotta push up on Crackhead 127. Tell him show up at the Barclay. Enforcer's gonna hand you the video on camera.
12 foot 1 inch must exit and seek alternate route.
Push up on him.
Where's Rabbit at? I want to know what happened to Rabbit.
Just gotta push up on the Crackhead. Push up on him.
There you go. That gets the old blood pressure pumping.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful one today, man. It's already warm. It's gonna be 80 degrees today. What is it, 60 degrees? Relative humidity is 84%. Barometric pressure is 29.98 inches, and steady as we speak. Oh yeah, your local weather report.
Must exit and seek alternate route.
Where did the Rabbit man go? Deep waters of Tony Evans standing by.
Take advantage of today, because we're gonna have some rainy days in the near future.
No get back on the Rabbit man. No get back on the Rabbit man. No get back.
Just like I said, push up on the junkie. Tell them Barclay Center.
Attention, this is the MTA Cali Tunnel. Be aware, as you approach
With that, I'm gonna put it on the side. They call me Enforcer 250. Check me out, Enforcer space 250 on YouTube. Truth and justice at its best. Pay attention. And remember, I never promised you a rose garden. Only truth and justice. There's Pedro. That's his boyfriend. That's his gay main call. You hear the horn?
And he can't post a video and give it to you. Ain't that a bitch?
Oh, I could post a video, but I'd rather give it to you in your hand on video. How's that sound? That sounds even more juicy, right?
Yeah, come bring it to you.
Oh yeah, Barclay Center. Push on them, drivers. Tell the Crackhead Richie, meet the Enforcer at the Barclay Center. He'll not only give you the video, he'll give you a piss test, man, to prove that you're a junkie. Pay attention.
Nah, dude.
Pay attention.
To the public, man. It's the public you talk.
Yeah, he's gonna wiggle his way out of it, weasel his way out of it like he usually does. Like he's been doing for 50 plus years. Lying and deception.
The tunnel, you will encounter an overheight maximum.
That's all he can do is lie and deceive himself, because he's not deceiving us, the audience and the public. He's deceiving himself.
height conditions. Maximum height clearance is 12 foot 1 inch must exit and seek alternate route.
RM Italy, what a joke. No, that's his boyfriend Pedro with the horn. Pay attention.
How many times did he say that, Ray? Junkie, you don't have nothing to say. He just keep repeating himself.
Push on him, drivers. Push on him. Show up at the Barclay Center. Push on him.
Yeah, drivers. Help me win the fight I started and can't win. Come on, drivers. Get behind me, man. I forgot I wasn't.
They say get behind him. No, more like get in front of you, because that's all men do out here is jump in front of you.
Oh, post of it.
That's all they do, get behind them. No one gets behind you. they jump in front of you and you grab onto their ankles. You're like, yeah, dog, don't let Enforcer beat me, dog. Fight for me. Pay attention. Push on him. Tell him, show up at the Barclay.
I told you they're gonna push up for that video before they push up for me.
You want to see truth and justice on camera? Push on the Crackhead. Tell him, Barclay Center.
Clearance is 12 foot 1 inch. Vehicles over 12 foot 1 inch must exit and seek alternate route.
Like I said when I exposed you.
Push on him. I'm the only one exposes anyone out here. Pay attention.
Video 12 minutes.
Here's a man that claims he's got 4 badges and he married Sade. And he has a presidential appointment for 50 years. Pay attention. Who's on drugs here?
I always say soon.
Who's on drugs here?
married yet.
Who's on drugs here? Pay attention. You don't hear me making those claims. Oh, Pedro's desperate, but he's not doing no damage. He's not even coming over the MTR recording. That's sad. What happened with that 2x8 pill? What happened to that 10 pill that Pedro uses? It's not helping him. See, when he's not at the waterfront, he has no carrier, man. Pay attention. Anyway, I got to get out of here. Time to make the donuts. Got to head to the salt mine. It's been a pleasure to provide truth and justice at its best. They call me Enforcer 250. Enforcer, the big boss with the hot sauce, the man with the master plan, treetop toe, king of them all. Check me out. Enforcer space 250 on YouTube, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., excluding weekends, holidays, and vacation. Check me out. Enforcer space 250 on YouTube. 5-star world-known videos. Truth and justice at its best. Check me out. Enforcer space 250 on YouTube. Sit back, have some popcorn, and just hear truth at its finest and at its best. Like I said, I never promised you a rose garden, but I do provide truth and justice. The American way. That's the only way I know how to do it. And I'm back out. Look, he wants string to hold his hand. Pay attention. Pedro's keying up all over him.